Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Quinn, and today I am bringing you a really awesome hybrid squad builder, and it is actually a France and Belgium hybrid. So I think we have 5 French players and 6 Belgian players, but it might be 7 Belgian players and 4 French players. Can't really remember. Anyway, starting in goal, we have Thibaut Courtois, who is a very solid goalkeeper. I really loved him, and he played really solid for me. Did not let in that many weak goals or anything like that, and it was all-around good keeper, which is why we are going to give him the 9.5 out of 10 rating. I think the only thing that he really needs to work on is his diving isn't the best. I think that just might have something to do with the fact that he is 6'6". Anyways, moving on to our first center back, we have the Belgium Vincent Kompany. Now, Kompany for me is just like a standard run-of-the-mill center back. I just prefer him over Thomas Vermaelen, which is why he only got the 8 out of 10 rating. There's nothing really special about him, but he didn't play terrible, so I wasn't going to give him a low rating. Anyways, we're going to start with the French connection of the team now. So our center back is the team of the season, Mangala, for FC Porto. He was a very solid center back, which is why we're going to give him the 9 out of 10 rating. I really like this guy off corners, and I felt that he was really solid in the airplane defense too, and he was a very good center back. Anyways, moving on to our right midfielder, we have Mathieu Valbuena, who is solid. He's one of my favorite informs on the game, made no mistakes for me. I really love this guy, which is why he gets the 10 out of 10 rating. For 29,500 coins, I'd really recommend checking him out if you guys have the coins to afford him. He's really cheap, so I don't really see why you wouldn't. Anyways, moving on to our first central defensive midfielder, we have Gonalons from Olympique Lyon. Now, he is a very good center defensive midfielder. We're going to give him the 9.5 rating out of 10, as I feel the only thing he needs to work on is his shooting. And I also played him at center back sometimes on 7 Gem, and he's just phenomenal. Anyways, moving on to our final center back, you probably already saw him, but we have team of the season, Jan Vertonghen. Now, he is like the stud of this team. He was a very good player for me. I didn't really expect much out of him, and he performed greatly for me, which was really awesome to see. I paid 265,000 coins for me, scored me 1 goal in 7 games. He is 6'2". He's an absolute monster, and look at those stats going forward. He's probably the best center back on the game that I've been able to use, and I loved him. Anyways, moving on to our second center defensive mid, we have Witzel, who really underimpressed for me. I was not a massive fan of this guy, which is why we're not giving him a high rating. We're only giving him a 7.5 out of 10. I really recommend not picking this guy up, as he just really didn't perform, didn't score me any goals, and didn't really do anything. Anyways, moving on to our left midfielder, we have one of my favorite players in FIFA's history. We have second inform Mertens. I used his first inform forever and his informs from last year's game. I absolutely love this guy. We are going to give him the 9.3 out of 10. The only thing I wish is he's just a little small and a little weak, but his shooting's amazing. He has 90, 90, 91 for free kick stats. He's a very good player. Cost me 40,000 coins, and that was his second inform. Moving on to our center attacking midfielder, we have Miralem Fellaini, who sucked balls. He was very bad, and I would really recommend not picking him up. He is the dud of this team. 5.5 out of 10, scored me, I think, 2 goals in the 10 games I put this team. He did nothing for me. He literally just sat there and made himself look all Belgium-y with his big afro and did nothing. Anyways, moving on to our strikers. So first we have Lossic Remy, the very solid French striker from Queen's Park Rangers. We're going to give him the 9.5 out of 10, as the only thing I think he really needs is a better long shot. But besides that, he's a very good solid striker, and he's a very good player to use, and I'd recommend trying him out. And he is paired with Romelu Lukaku, who was the surprise player of this team. We are going to give him the 10 out of 10. He was fantastic for me. Wasn't really expecting much out of him, and he got a 10 out of 10 rating. Like I said, was the surprise player out of this team, and it was really nice to see him perform for me. So anyways, guys, that is the team. It was a very fun team to use. It cost me about 850 to 900,000 coins, and I'd really recommend buying it and stuff like that. So anyways, we're going to go into some goals, or I'm going to talk more about the team. Alright guys, so starting goal with Thibaut Courtois. Now I feel that he was probably one of the best goalkeepers I have played with on the game. Cost me 29,000 coins and was really well worth it. So the 3 center backs were an awesome partnership, with Vertonghen kind of being the star of the show. Mangala held his own pretty well too, and then Company was just kind of there. Our two center defensive mids, Gonalons for the France was a solid, but Witzel just did not perform. I really did enjoy using Gonalons though. And then our left and right mids, so I love them both. Matthew Balbuena with the 10 out of 10, and Merchants with a 9.3 out of 10. Very solid for both of them, and Balbuena scored me like 8 or 9 goals in the 10 games, which was really nice to see. And then the center attacking mid, Marouane Fellaini, he was, like I said, he was just really bad, and I just felt that there was nothing really to him. As you guys see, I think he scores a couple headers, and this goal right here was the first goal I scored with him, and I was just like, finally I scored with this guy. I tried to switch him for Benteke, but I just couldn't get my hands on one of them, so I had to stick with them. And then the two strikers, so Lassi Gremi is a very good striker, as you all know, and then Lukaku is just really solid, just in general. He's a very fun striker to use, and he scored me a lot of really nice finesse goals, and he's got a really good left foot and stuff like that. So yeah, the team played very well, and I did really enjoy using it. Anyways, we're gonna go on to another section of the video that I think you guys will enjoy. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is we have 3 players here. So first off we have Romelu Lukaku, who is a surprise player in this team. For 119,000 coins, he performed very well, scoring 6 goals in 6 games. And I really recommend trying him out. He's 6'3" and a fantastic player. So he is a surprise player in this team, and I really enjoyed using him. Anyways, the stud, or the star of this team for me, was Team of the Season Jan Vertonghen. He, for 265,000 coins, was a very solid center back, and I actually played him at striker and center forward in some games. If you guys haven't used him yet, I'd really recommend giving him a go, as he was just absolutely fantastic for me. And there's nothing really bad about him. He just performed so well and stuff like that. And then the dud of this team was Marouane Fellaini. I lost like 50k on him as well. So there's just nothing great about this guy. He couldn't score, he couldn't do anything, and I just generally hated this guy so much. So I wouldn't recommend trying him out, and I use him in all sorts of different positions, and he's just generally bad. So don't try him, don't buy him, don't do anything, he sucks. So anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, and other than that, have a nice day. I'll see you all later. Peace.